a massive American tank battalion advanced through the fog. The ultimate weapon of war.
Summer 1944. The Allies faced an impenetrable wall of German steel.
But this unstoppable army was completely fake.
Meet the Ghost Army! A top-secret unit armed with rubber, paint, and pure deception.
Giant speakers blasted the deafening roar of armored divisions deep into the night.
German intelligence intercepted the noise. They believed a massive invasion was imminent.
The illusion worked. A phantom force of 30,000 men materialized out of thin air.
They built fake airfields. They staged fake radio chatter. They manipulated the enemy's mind.
Fooled by the deception, German Panzer divisions redirected their heavy armor away from the real Allied troops. But every illusion has a breaking point. And the enemy was getting dangerously close.
American actors in fake uniforms struck first. They captured the scouts before the illusion was broken.
They played their parts perfectly. To the enemy, this was a heavily guarded command post.
The German scouts reported back. The deception was swallowed whole by high command.
German Panzer divisions were immediately ordered to hunt down the Phantom Army.
Meanwhile, the real American forces advanced untouched through an undefended gap in the line.
As night fell, the Ghost Army unleashed fake artillery. Flash canisters lit up the dark.
The Germans took the bait. They fired thousands of heavy shells into empty fields. Germany wasted precious ammunition bombarding shadows, completely missing the real threat. Morning revealed the humiliating truth. They had fought a war against rubber and air.
The deception was over. But the terrifying rumble they heard next was not a recording.
It was the real American armor. They smashed into the weakened German flank with devastating force.
The deception worked flawlessly. The real invasion force crossed the river completely unopposed.
Caught completely off guard, the German defenders were quickly overwhelmed. Panic spread through their ranks.
American infantry poured through the gap. The trap had closed exactly as planned.
Meanwhile, the Ghost Army did not rest. They packed up their illusions in mere minutes.
Artists quickly painted new fake division patches. They were preparing a brand new deception.
German high command received terrifying new reports. Another massive American army had appeared miles away.
The German generals were paralyzed by paranoia. They did not know what was real anymore.
The Ghost Army set up their next trap. But looking up, the sky darkened with real bombers.
The Luftwaffe unleashed hell. Real bombs rained down on the defenseless fake army.
German pilots believed they were destroying a crucial American armored division from above.
The actors played along. They ignited oil drums to simulate burning tanks, misdirecting the enemy.
The bombers flew away victorious, leaving the rubber army completely intact and ready.
The deception was too valuable. High command gave them their most dangerous mission yet.
They deployed to the Rhine River, the final fortified barrier into the German heartland. Their task: draw the entire German defense south, while the real army crossed north. They blasted the deafening sounds of heavy pontoon bridges and splashing tracks into the night.
Across the river, 30,000 German troops braced for a massive, terrifying assault.
But a sudden storm hit. A 30-ton tank lifted into the air, right in front of the enemy.
American soldiers leaped into the mud. They desperately pinned the flying rubber beast back down. Thick storm fog saved them. The German sentries saw nothing but shadows in the driving rain.
While 30,000 Germans guarded the Phantom Army, the real American forces crossed further north.
The Ninth Army crossed the Rhine with barely a shot fired. The trick was a total success. But the illusion had a deadly cost. The Germans opened fire on the fake camp.
Rubber armor cannot stop real shrapnel. The actors were trapped in a real, terrifying war zone. Suddenly, reports flooded German high command. The real Americans were already deep inside Germany.
The realization hit like a hammer. They had been outsmarted by artists and sound engineers.
Their mission accomplished, the Ghost Army packed up their torn rubber and vanished into the fog. But the war was not over, and their final, most dangerous performance was yet to come.
Deep inside Germany, the Ghost Army prepared their masterpiece, a fake armored spearhead to break the final defenses.
Their mission: draw the remaining elite German units into a ruined city, away from the real advance.
Sonic trucks blasted the roar of a massive armored column, bouncing off the shattered concrete.
Terrified German defenders braced for impact. They prepared to fight a ghost of an army in the dark.
The illusion was flawless. Soldiers pulled hidden ropes, making the rubber beasts seemingly crawl through the rubble. The Germans unleashed their remaining artillery. They fought desperately to stop the Phantom breakthrough.
As the enemy focused on the ghosts, the real American forces quietly slipped past their defenses. Underground, the artists and engineers held their breath. They had no real weapons to fight back.
Suddenly, a Hebel shell landed too close. Razor-sharp shrapnel shredded their main decoy. The rubber tank collapsed instantly, and from the smoke, a real enemy patrol walked right towards them.
The bluff worked perfectly. The German patrol believed they were entirely surrounded by a superior force.
In the ultimate irony of war, heavily armed veterans surrendered to painters and sound engineers.
Thanks to the Ghost Army, the real American spearhead pierced the heart of the Third Reich.
Their mission was finally over. The artists packed away their inflatable weapons for good.
Germany surrendered. The world celebrated the real heroes who returned home in glory.
But the Ghost Army received no parades. Their existence was instantly erased from history.
Their files were locked away. Their deception was deemed too dangerous to be revealed.
The actors returned to their normal lives, sworn to absolute secrecy for 50 long years.
Thousands of lives were saved. But the men who fought with shadows remained ghosts.
Decades later, their files were finally declassified. The world learned the astonishing truth.
They didn't carry rifles. They carried speakers and paint. And they conquered an empire. History is full of deadly secrets. Will you be ready to uncover the next one?
Do not get left behind in the dark. Subscribe to War Cinema 4K now.